Those are the headlines. Now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has disclosed that the federal government is considering giving approval for the reconstruction of some federal roads in Ogun State by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company and other companies under tax credit scheme. President Buhari disclosed this during his visit to the state for the inauguration of 5 landmark projects undertaken by the administration of Governor Dapo Abiodun. According to him, the roads being considered for reconstruction include the Lagos-Ota-Abeokuta Expressway, Sango-Ota, Idiroko Expressway, and the Shagamu-Ogijo Road. Responding to the request of Abiodun for a special status for federal government infrastructural funding, especially on roads, Buhari said Ogun State has more federal roads than any other state in the country. He said the federal government was considering giving approval to the NNPC for the reconstruction of the Shagamu-Ogijo Road under the tax credit scheme. Now, the Nigeria LNG Limited has announced that its board of directors had approved the supply of 100% of the liquefied petroleum gas produced by the company to the Nigerian market. The NLNG said in a statement that it would prioritize the domestic market for 100% of its cooking gas production. It noted that it supplied its first propane cargo into the domestic market 3 months ago. The company said it had developed a scheme to sustainably supply propane for usage in cooking gas blending, as well as in agro-allied, auto gas, power and petrochemical sectors of the Nigerian economy to further deepen gas utilization in the country. It said the initiatives were designed to increase LPG availability in Nigeria, diversify its uses, and support the federal government's Decade of Gas initiative. To encourage creativity among youths, the federal government, in partnership with some international organization, is mobilizing $500 million for investment in technology and creativity. This was made known yesterday by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the 2021 National Gold Award presentation organized by the International Award for Young People at the State House in Abuja. Describing the youth as Nigeria's most valued assets, Osinbajo said the federal government valued their contributions to national development, adding that the Muhammadu Buhari administration is doing everything to encourage their creativity. Osinbajo said the African Development Bank, AFDB, which is at the forefront of raising the Technology and Creativity Development Fund, had already pooled about $170 million. He added that another initiative of the administration, the Nigeria Jubilee Fellowship Program, will provide internship opportunity for 20,000 youths yearly for 5 years to hone their professionalism. Now, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, has called for better management of the country's inflation, foreign exchange and debt portfolio indexes. LCCI President Dr. Michael Olawale Cole made the call during the Chamber's 2022 first quarter press conference yesterday in Lagos. He said better management would improve economic outcomes. Olawale Cole noted that addressing the macroeconomic variables effectively would significantly help to moderate pressures in the middle term. He noted that high prices remained a major concern for businesses and households, especially given the challenges associated with insecurity, infrastructure deficit, and foreign exchange fluctuations. He projected headline inflation to remain elevated as a combination of food supply shocks, FX policies, and illiquidity. Higher energy costs, heightened insecurity continue to mount pressure on domestic consumer prices. Now, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, through the Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute, has distributed agricultural storage items worth millions of naira to farmers in Akwa Ibom State. Speaking during the distribution of the items in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, the executive director of the institute, Dr. Patricia Pesu, said the gesture was aimed at ensuring a reduction in harvest losses through storage. Pesu, who was represented by the institute's zonal coordinator, Port Harcourt Zonal Office, Dr. Idurain Iwanhujo, urged beneficiaries to ensure proper use of the items to encourage the federal government to do more. She said the storage facilities distributed would help farmers to store their agricultural products and export for value addition. According to her, the storage facilities such as hermetic drum have the capacity to preserve grains and dried products for over 3 years. Now, the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency, SMEDEN, in collaboration with the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, has released the outcome of the 2020 Micro and Small and Medium Enterprises Survey, which was conducted in 2020. Addressing a joint press conference at the media launch, the Director General of SMEDEN, Dr. Umaru Diko Rada, stated that the survey covers all areas extensively and is expected to serve as a reference point for both local and international organizations. Dr. Rada stated that a major source of worry in MSME development is unavailability of data, hence the importance of the data to sustain socio-economic development. He said that the 2020 MSMEs report shows a shrink in number of MSMEs to 39.6 million from 41 million, representing a 3.7% decrease. He added MSME have been fully integrated in the National Development Plan recently launched by the federal government.
COVID-19 pandemic affected tremendously MSMEs in the country, showed that 53.2% of small and medium enterprises and 37.3% of medium enterprises were temporarily closed during the period. I urge users of statistics in both the public and private sector to exploit it as a tool for informed decision-making process towards the growth and development of businesses in this country.
Now, consumers of telecom services under the aegis of the National Association of Telecom Subscribers have said the nation has a long way to go regarding the issuance of the national identity numbers. The telecom subscribers expressed worries over how applicants are being extorted at the various official registration points amid poor service delivery. According to the president of the association, Adiolu Ogunbanjo, it costs as much as 10,000 naira to get a NIN within a short period and 5,000 naira within 1 week. He alleged that officials of the National Identity Management Commission at Alausa now connive with agents to extort NIN applicants. According to Ogunbanjo, the NIMC does not seem to have the capacity to upload all the data it gets, and this has created an opportunity for its officials to selectively upload data and allegedly rip off Nigerians. He added that this would only lead to further delays in the same NIN linkage process. Let's now link up with Femi Ojo for some stock exchange report.
A lovely morning to you. Here is the summary of trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange for yesterday, the 13th day in the month of January 2022. It was a bearish closing remark for investors on the floor of the stock market as the whole share index dropped by 0.01% to close at 44,604.74 basis points. Over 321.7 million units of shares valued at over 3.655 billion naira was traded in 4,665 deals, and we have the equity capital at the close of trading dropping down to over 24 trillion naira. A look at the top three gainers. We have Transcorp top on the park gaining 10 kobo to close at 113 kobo. Chi PLC gained 5 kobo to close at 68 kobo, and Regalins gained 3 kobo to close at 45 kobo. For the decliners, we have Anyhem top on the park losing 44 kobo to close at 3 naira 96 kobo. Custodian lost 75 kobo to close at 7 naira 15 kobo, and UACN lost 50 kobo to close at 9 naira 10 kobo. For the major players, we have Transcorp topping the major traders, trading over 104.5 million units of shares. We have Jais Bank trading over 66.7 million units of shares. M-Benefit traded over 13.7 million units of shares. FBN Holdings traded over 12.5 million units of shares. And GTCO traded over 10.9 million units of shares. That was a summary of trading activities on the floor of the stock market for yesterday, the 13th day in the month of January 2022. Join me on Monday when I bring you the outcome of today's trading. I am Femi Ojo.
That's it on Business Splash for today on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. Join us on Monday for another edition. Good morning. Thank you for listening. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Spread your wings on Splash 105.5 FM.
Splash 105.5.
I'll be flash on my career.
Tune in and listen everywhere you go.
Oh, wow.
What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Read my lyrics off of this paper before I leave.
Lady Gaga is performing here tonight. Lady Gaga.
Don't call my name.
You are listening to Point.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. She's known.
I know you feel where I'm coming.
What up? Boy, Sus Kid.
I'm the man. Oscar Bands like my Jamaican press conference.
Check it out. This is Usher.
Oh my God.
Turn up your radios.
Oh my.
Yo, what's poppin', people? It's your boy Lex.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Keep banging. This is exclusive.
It's the weekend.
Here we go.
What's going on?
All weekend, baby.
Partying all weekend.
This is